Hey Comets, welcome to another day of learning. We are on page 3 of the packet for this week. This is what I'm seeing. It says, let's put it all together. Again, we've been working with independent and dependent quantities. We've been looking at graphing and graphs and how they relate to changing quantities. Today we get a situation, and then we need to figure out independent and dependent quantities, make an equation, use that equation to solve some problems. Okay, so here we go. It says, Crystal got a job working at the local hardware store making $8.76 per hour. So that asks us to write an equation that models the relationship between the number of hours Crystal worked and how much she got earned. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is think of the two changing quantities. And the nice thing is they kind of outline that for us in the question or in the instructions. Okay, so we need to figure out number of hours. So that's one of our changing quantities. All right, so we've got hours and how much she earned. Okay, so money earned. Hours worked, money earned. So let's take a look at this. We need a variable for each quantity. All right, so why don't we do H for hours? It's fine with me. And then M for money. And then let's think about this. Which one depends on which? All right, so if I work more hours, what happens to the amount I earn? All right, the hours of work is the cause. How much I earn is the effect. So work is going to be our independent, hours of work, and then our money is going to be dependent. So I could write that. Now, you might be thinking, do we really have to do all that? Not necessarily, because all they're asking for is an equation. But let me show you how that helps us. Okay? We didn't really get into this a whole lot, but the dependent variable, M in this case, is going to be by itself and in the equation. Okay? So I know I can put M equals. Okay? Now that's helpful because now I know whatever else is going to be in the equation is going to be on this side. Okay? So we're going to figure out how much money is earned based on what happens over on this side of the equation. Let me show you what I mean by that. Okay? They said that she gets $8.76 per hour. Okay? And that's our independent variable, hour, H. So I want to put $8.76 per hour. Okay? So again, number next to variable means multiply. So it's 876 times H. All right? That's my equation. That's my answer to number 1. Okay? So again, let's review. It says she gets paid $1.86 per hour of working. So every time we increase this number, the amount of money that she earns is going to also increase. Okay? This depends on this. All right? Now, excuse me. How much would Crystal earn if she worked the given times? Okay. Well, the cool thing is here, on number 2, they are giving me values for H. Okay? So each one of these is a different value for H. First, on A, 2A, H equals 5. Okay, so what do we do with that? We put it into our equation. Okay, let's get a closer look here. All right, since H equals 5, I'm going to put it into this equation. So I'm going to say M, which is what I'm looking for, is 876 times 5. Remember, number next to parentheses means multiply. So let's look at our calculator. 876 times 5 would equal $43.80. Okay, that's how much she would earn if she worked 5 hours. Okay, not too bad. All right, so that's what we're looking at. Okay, B. B is 2.5 hours. Okay, so with B, I could do 2.5, or I could use 2.5, because 2.5 is the same as 2.5. Same thing with C. It says 5 hours and 30 minutes. Well, remember, 30 minutes is a half an hour. So I could do 5.5. And with D, I could do 10 hours and 15 minutes. Well, 10 hours and 15 out of 60 is what fraction? All right. Well, I tell you what, I could go to my calculator. Okay. 15 out of 60 is going to be 0.25. So that is the same as 10.25. Again, these are all the values for H, my hours. Okay, again, 5 for A, B is 2.5, C is 5.5, and D is 10.25. So that's what I need to put in to my equation to find the amount you would make. Okay, so I'm going to let you guys work on that on your own. Okay, I'm not going to go through each of those individually. I think there's something more on the page. Let me double check here. Yeah. Okay, so 4, it says to complete the table. All right, well, the nice thing here is you already know all the information, okay? You already found the answer to this, the earnings, okay? So you could put 4380 into this part of the graph, okay? And then whatever you get for 2.5, you would put right here, and so on and so forth. But how would I do these? Okay, let's take a look at that, all right? I'm going to keep answer to number 1 up here, but we're already on number 4. It's interesting, it jumped a little bit. And I'm going to let you guys do the top part of this. Okay? And I used M for earned. Hope that doesn't throw you off too much. Okay? Here, they start with 218.75. And we need to figure out what goes for H. Okay? Now, how's that going to work? Well, I'm going to go off to the side here, and I know M is at 218.75. So I'm going to kind of do over here to a think space. It can be off to the side, it can be on a separate sheet of paper, wherever it works. We're just writing down some numbers so that we can do some calculating. Okay, so I know that it's still $8.76 per hour, and that's going to give me 218.75. Oops, wrong way. There we go. Okay, now I need to figure out what H needs to be. So what am I going to do? Well, H is being multiplied, so I'm going to do the opposite of that, which is division. So I'm going to divide both sides by 876. Okay, and that's going to tell me what my H would equal. All right, so H equals, calculator, 218.75 divided by 876. Oh, not a very nice even number. Okay, so I don't know. I think I would round that to the nearest whole hour. Since that's so close, I would go ahead and say it's about 25 hours. Okay, unless I messed up somewhere. Let me just double check my numbers. 218.75, 876. Okay, we'll just go with that. All right, but that's the strategy. You would divide these numbers over here by 8.76 to get your number over here. Okay? Then we graph. Okay, this graph is just going to be writing down this information right here. Okay, so for 5, okay, oops, I already erased it. Whoops. It was 5 and, rats, have to figure it out again. Okay, 5 times 8.76. That's not what we got. 8.76 times 5. Yeah, it was 4380. Yeah, never mind. Sorry. Bad memory. So if they work 5 hours, okay, again, hours worked is going to be on this line. Okay, so they work 5 hours, they're going to earn, already forgot it, 36.80. I think that's right. So it's going to be about right here. Okay, and put a dot about right there. And then go ahead and do that for your other values. And hopefully you'll see a line start to form. Okay, all right, tomorrow we'll go to the next page. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.